Hi, I'm Angelin, and I made myself a very exciting project for myself that I'll be using a lot. It's called LeetTime, and it's a productivity app for preparing for technical interviews. It's a cross-platform app made for Android, iOS, and the web. I made this because I took an interview prep course called CodePath this year and learned about the umpire protocol. And what umpire does is it gives you a structured approach for solving LeetCode problems by breaking it down into parts. So use understand, match, plan, implement, review, and evaluate. And still knowing all of this, I still struggle to use it within the time limit in real interviews, where usually you'd be expected to solve a medium problem in about 20 minutes. And so this app pretty much gives you a nice visual map of how to manage your time and tracks how much time you've spent on each stage. And you can use that data later for insightful graphs, and it can show you where you need improvement and potentially give you some feedback. And so this app can fetch you any LeetCode problem. You can see that I can update the LeetCode numbers and it'll fetch me the latest LeetCode problem. And it also has an interviewer mode where you can use, you can talk to Gemini as your technical interview and simulate talking to a technical interview in real life, collaborating with them, it reading you the problem and it listening to your thought process. So on the right hand side is my phone and the left side is for the web, but I'm going to test with my phone. So let's do twosome.
Hello, I'm your interviewer today. First, I'm going to read you a LeetCode problem, and then you can ask any clarifying questions after. Today's question is twosome. Given an array of integers nums and an integer target, return indices of the two numbers such that they add up to target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. Okay, let's move on to the match stage. In this stage, you should identify...
So that's just an example of using Gemini to read you the problem. Actually, I can ask Gemini a question.
Hello.
But
feel free to ask.
Okay, Gemini, what do you think about using a dictionary to store the differences between numbers in the twosome list?
That's a great idea to consider. Could you elaborate on how you plan to use the dictionary to find the two numbers that sum up to the target?
Anyways, the idea is that your phone or this tab is right next to you while you're focusing on the real LeetCode problem on the LeetCode IDE or any IDE, and you can simply click this button to track where you are in the stages. And the idea was I'm supposed to list how much time actually elapsed per stage, and I would love to use that in the future to know how to improve my time on certain stages. Thank you.